Who is the smallholder farmer? 80% of farms in Africa are run by smallholders, contributing 90% of food production in Sub-Saharan Africa. These are the people responsible for bringing farming to life. Post-harvest loss affects farmers when they are not able to sell, process, store, or consume their harvested crops, resulting in food loss on the farm. For example, 42% of fruits and vegetables produced are lost because of this problem. Post-harvest loss directly affects farmers' income and food security in Sub-Saharan Africa.
I grow maize, potatoes, and beans too.
I do plant different things, maize, beans. In our culture, maize is so needed.
Apart from tomatoes and maize, sometimes I do plant veggies. I plant sukuma wiki, and sometimes I plant local veggies.
I grow maize, beans, cassava. I plant everything here, even bananas.
Post-harvest loss affects three kinds of smallholder farmers: unstable farmers, transitional farmers, and stable farmers. Grasping the differences between these groups is critical to understanding which post-harvest loss solutions will work with each type of farmer. Unstable farmers find themselves prioritizing investments in water and inputs so they can grow enough to sell, while the rest of their money is dedicated to supporting basic life needs. These challenges compete directly with the unstable farmer's ability to invest in post-harvest loss solutions.
My main challenge is a drought. Lately, it's been very dry and very hot with no rain. When it doesn't rain, I don't harvest anything. The first thing farmers need around here is fertilizer.
We tried to form a farmers group before, but we failed. The group failed because we had no fertilizer, no means, no support.
With no rain, we have no food, which means no money. And if it doesn't rain, we have to water the crops with our tears.
As you can see from these spots, the disease is everywhere. The disease affects the tops of the mangoes. We lose up to 90% of our mangoes. If we try to sell mangoes that are rotten, the customer refuses to buy.
The second group of smallholder farmers are the transitional farmers. Because they lack knowledge around how to access markets directly, transitional farmers rely on middlemen, often against their wishes. They struggle to find buyers at times like harvest, when farmers sell the same product at the same time, resulting in flooded markets and plummeting prices. Transitional farmers could either sell at a low price to middlemen, or they could wait, but their harvest may spoil on their farm before another buyer comes.
The market traders, the one who came was one with a vehicle, but a little vehicle, a pickup. He just needed 3,000 pieces. They become ripe and start falling under the trees there. They become wasted. I lost about a ton.
Sometimes middlemen eat the lion's share, as you eat the smallest share. So we don't like middlemen.
When you sell your produce, you sell to the local market, and your produce spoils because the local market is too small to take it.
When the market is flooded sometimes, like now, we have got a problem with cabbages in Machakos. They are flooded there. So the loss, I can say it's sometimes 50%. 50%. So you have to take it to cows or just drop it in a pit somewhere.
And last are the stable farmers, who regardless of their education and financial stability, are affected by post-harvest loss in ways specific to their own needs. Stable farmers seek large, consistent buyers for their products. Without a customer ready to purchase the volume stable farmers produce, there's a risk of food loss.
You see, I'm educated, I have a master's degree, I have a little money, I'm doing farming.
I normally sell the produce on the farm. I grow something that I know where it is going to be sold. I do farming on a commercial basis. I don't just grow things for nothing. Because the most important thing is finding the market.
We've learned that unstable farmers are focused on production and perceive post-harvest loss solutions as inaccessible or not a top priority. Transitional farmers seek opportunities to bypass the middleman and find new markets. Stable farmers seek consistent, large buyers for their products. Listening to the smallholder farmers of Sub-Saharan Africa can give us meaningful insight into their perspective on post-harvest loss, and hearing their stories can lead us from a place of loss to where there is possibility.